All right.
All right, we're live.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone. So we are live right now in Port Townsend for our Women's Free Speech event. We are celebrating Julie Jamaan. We are celebrating women swimming. We're sending our love today to all of our fellow feminists in Brighton who stood up there. Luckily, we are not inundated the way we were inundated. So today we're gonna do a few of our speeches. We're gonna stand up for women's free speech, for women's safeguarding, for women's sex-based rights, and for single-sex spaces. We are all here today, again in Port Townsend because of the lovely Julie Jamaan, who is just behind me that way. We are standing up for her. So those of you who don't know the story, she was kicked out of the YMCA for objecting to a man in her space who was watching little girls undress. So she has been a hero to all of us, and we have been doing some free speech events here in my town to support her. So for all of you who are watching, thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Alex, for being here. Thank you, Andrea. I see you guys. I appreciate you. And as you all know, the reason that we do these events, this is the public record of our dissent. So we don't get a lot of coverage in the media. We don't usually get covered by CNN or MSNBC. So what we do here today, this is the record of our dissent. So this is why we speak up. So I'm really excited to be here today. And Beth, will you come up with me? Carol, I'm sorry, Carol. That's okay. I got confused between you and Beth Dancero. So Carol and I are going to start. I want to teach everyone woman, adult, human, female. Okay. So we're going to start this out. And Amy, do you know this one? Okay, you know this one. Okay, good. So the words are woman, adult, human, female, woman, adult, human, female. And we're going to go into woman is in a state of mind, woman is in a feeling. Okay,
you pick the key.
All right, so woman, adult, human, female, woman, adult, human, female, woman, adult, human, female, I am a woman. A woman is in a state of mind, a woman is in a feeling, a woman is in a state of mind, a woman is in a feeling, a woman is in a state of mind, a woman is in a feeling, I am a woman. All right. We'll do one more time. Let's do one more time. Woman, adult, human, female, woman, adult, human, female, woman, adult, human, female, I am a woman. A woman is in a state of mind, a woman is in a feeling, a woman is in a state of mind, a woman is in a feeling, woman is in a state of mind, woman is in a feeling, I am a woman. Yeah, good one. All right, and let's do, we should do the other chant that we do. What's the one that we did in DC? That's,
was that, our friend who does the drums?
Yeah, well, let's maybe, well, let's actually move on. So let's do one of your songs.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 2 verses of Helen Reddy's I Am a Woman, and then a couple verses for this occasion.
All right,
if you
so
know it, join in.
We'll sing along with you.
Let's try to get a good key. I am a woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend. 'Cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh, yes, I am wise, but it's this is born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much much I gain if I have to. I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am woman. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, 'cause you deepen the conviction in my soul. Oh, yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am woman. Yeah, I say, let this woman swim. Her locker room's for her, not him. We fought too hard to win this basic right. We're not leaving here, no way. Mark my words, we're here to stay. The more you push us down, the more we find. Oh, your ideology is regressive as they come. You preach misogyny. We are kind, but we're not dumb. We remember the ones who fought before. We are strong. We are invincible. We are one. Oh, our sex-based privacy is grounded in biology. No, womanhood is not a state of mind. You think it's stunning and it's great, our words to appropriate, but you're the ones who are being, quote, unkind. Oh, the voices of our mothers shout from books upon our shelves. We're keeping up the fight for our bodies, for ourselves. If we have to, we can do anything. We are strong. We are invincible. We are woman.
Yay. So I just also want to say something right now about embodiment. And this is, of course, what I'm always talking about. And I just want to remind everyone that we are our bodies. You know, our bodies are not a suit that we put on. We are not separated from our bodies in any way. We are our bodies. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come together and lift up our voices and sing. This is part of using our bodies and using our breath and using what we have to celebrate women. I think there's so many times that we come together and we do these things with our anger, and we do have righteous anger. We have every reason to be righteously angry, but today we are also lifting our voices in song and celebrating our humanity and celebrating our femaleness and celebrating our womanhood. Do you want to say a few words?
A few words.
Just a few words, yeah.
Are women a few words? I doubt it, but I could try. Hello. I guess I should say first to everybody out there, just amazing thank yous to all of you who have supported me. This has energy in it unlike I think anything I've ever experienced, maybe because it's so exceedingly basic to almost anything else that we're concerned about in this world today. The apparent trajectory of this is to a great big word, transhumanism, and it is in fact a place where this culture as we know it does not want to go. And it appears we're getting pushed there by every which way, and I've experienced that up close. There was a little guest opinion piece in our local paper, and the author in that used my name, and we're talking a half page on a newspaper, little newspaper, used my name 15 times. That's called a virtual gallows. And that's what I've been subjected to. And And I think most of the people that come around me know this is a huge risk, and it is a risk we have to take for our children and for ourselves. Otherwise, we're no more. Not in the laws, not in the policies, and not in any way are we to be safe or private if we don't stand up right now about this. Big hugs to all of you. Thank you.
All right, so let's do the,
But I think I should just do it because I don't think you're going to be able to.
oh, okay, yeah, you can just do it. Okay, we'll stand behind you, you just do it.
Okay, I offer this one. You probably know the song, There Was an Old Woman Who Swallowed a Fly. There once was a woman who swallowed a lie. I don't know why she swallowed the lie. Oh, why, oh, why? Here we go. There once was a woman who swallowed a lie that men can be women instead of a guy. Oh, why, oh, why? There once was a woman who swallowed a rule that challenging men in the women's is cruel. She swallowed the rule that flowed from the lie that men can be women instead of a guy. Oh, why, oh, why? There once was a woman who stepped to the side as a man in her race passed her by with his stride. She stepped to the side because she'd swallowed the rule that challenging men is simply too cruel. She'd swallowed the rule that flowed from the lie that men can be women instead of a guy. Oh, why, oh, why? There was an old woman who went for a swim, then stepped from the shower right into a hymn. She opened her mouth and she told him to leave. She had swallowed no lie, so she wasn't deceived. But along came the woman who'd swallowed the lie, incensed that a gal saw a guy as a guy. She told the old woman, you're banned from this pool, 'cause telling the truth makes you hateful and cruel. But the old woman wouldn't lie down like a mat. She gathered her friends and we're all fighting back. Courage calls courage, that's how things begin. We won't swallow lies and we know that we'll win. We know we'll win.
All right, I want to see if we can get this to play. If it's Mr. Meadows' song, if I can get it up. Oh, no, that's not it. There we go. Yeah, the YMCA song. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, except it's not going to play. But it has to play this. All right, I'm seeing if I can get. I'm gonna play our favorite Mr. Meadows song, YMCA, if I can get it to go on. Is that fine? Yeah. You know what? Oh, there we go. Now it's connected. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play the YMCA song.
A woman. This is the beauty of being a woman.
So we're going to sing along to Mr. Meadows' song.
Why you think that you pause? I said, young man. Have you been smoking drugs? I said, young man. You're ignoring sex laws and you'll never be a woman, young man. So don't ever dress. I said, young man. But we aren't impressed. I said, young man. Everybody can guess that you're not an actual woman. It has made you a man. It determines your sex, and you can't change it to an X.
A woman is a female, and the female is defined by the genius.
I want to be female.
She has two X chromosomes, she's human born.
Gentlemen or women.
A male has specific masculine genes, which make us different from women.
Am I a woman? Yeah, I believe I'm a woman.
Every single cell has got those male genes. For our future purposes, I am a woman. And we cannot escape the fact that we are genetically determined as well.
I want to become a girl.
You can't change your sex because that is embedded actually in your genes in every cell of the body.
I guess you're stuck with that. Why grow the soul? You're not in love with that. Why grow the soul? Mother Nature's a turd, and she's keeping it real. It's not about how you feel, so get to grips with that. Why grow the soul? Get to grips with that. Why grow the soul? And when you get so upset, and you're able to tell that you're not allowed to myself, you gotta go with that. Why grow the soul? You're gonna become a man. Why grow the soul? It has made you a man. It's totally the sex, and you can't take it to the next. Why grow the soul?
The life is to be the sexiest woman on earth.
No.
Okay. All right. And now we're going to have Jennifer, who is lovely, my lovely guest visiting. She's just going to say a few words.
Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I am a mother. And I just want to make sure that all of us don't forget what just happened in front of all of our faces, in front of the world. Julie got kicked out of a pool, but what's the reason that she got kicked out of the pool? There were two little girls there, and they were just groomed in front of the whole world. Now, whatever happened, they now believe that it's okay for a man to watch them undress in an intimate space. They've been taught that, and the whole world is protecting a man who was there in their intimate space watching them. That's grooming. They were groomed. There's no other way to put it. That word I know is controversial right now, but why are they trying to tell us we can't use it? I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm so upset about the fact that this has happened, and the world, so many people out there are supporting a predator. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. Yeah, do you want to do a blowing in the wind one? That seems like one that everyone could know. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can all.
You can just do it.
Yeah, I think we can know it. Okay, so we're gonna.
I'm a soprano, sorry, I started high on the last. Does that work?
Okay.
Do you have?
Like that.
How many times must we women folk fight to win what we've already won? Yes, and how many times will some fools sell us out, making all our hard work undone? And how many bouts will it take till our rights stand there safe and secure in the sun? The answer, my friends, on you and me depends. The answer on you and me depends. How many times will some men tell us lies, assuming we'll all just play dumb? And how many times must we forfeit our breath and then thank the thief for a crumb? And why must we all praise the emperor's clothes when he's naked as ever they come? The answer depends on you and me, my friends. The answer on you and me depends. How many times
planting our feet on the ground. Today is the day that we'll do that at last. So join in this wonderful sound. It's time now, my friends, the travesty to end. It's time now, the travesty to end. The answer, my friends, on you and me depends. The answer on you and me depends.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I thank you all for being here. I want to, I just want to remind us it's so great to be here. It's so great to actually be heard compared to what happened to us last time. It's been a big difference. We do have police support today, but we also were given this wonderful building to be inside. So we are actually protected from other people coming into this building. So it's been a wonderful difference. And we know that this is not always the case. It's not always the case that women get to stand up and bring their voices together and actually be heard. We know that women's right to free speech is very much in jeopardy, not just in this country, but globally right now. So anytime that we can come together and share our voices, it's a really special thing. I want to invite another Amy up here just to share a few words with us today and her thoughts.
Hi, everybody. I don't have a lot prepared, or I actually don't have anything prepared, but I just want to say that I'm here because when you hear the story of a woman like Julie and what has happened to her in intimate women's spaces, I think about my own mother. I think about everybody's mothers. I think about myself, and then the young women who are literally being groomed to accept that males can be females and should have access, and it's kind to allow them to have this access. I have nothing against any trans person, and like many people, I have that libertarian streak in me, and it's like, live your best life, dress how you want. If you want to feminize yourself or do extreme surgeries to your body, go for it. I'm very much against this happening with children. I think it's just a travesty to be marketing identities to children, medicalized identities to kids. But as far as adults go ahead, be whatever you want to be. But there's a reality to the matter. And every time I come out for these events, it's about, we have to hold the line on reality here. This idea that just because you feel some way in your head, that changes you somehow, that changes your biology into some other kind of creature. It's insane to me that we've gotten to this point where women like Julie, like my mother, like me, could be punished for calling out what we see with our own eyes when men enter women's spaces and put us at risk. I mean, seriously, as we developed as a human species, sex was already encoded in us before our brains ever even evolved to be these Homo sapien brains, big brain people. Our sex is like foundational. And so if we're gonna erase sex in law, well, first off, it's gonna hurt women the most, and it hurt children and hurt safeguarding around our bodies. But secondly, what happens after that? If you seek to destroy like the foundational reality of our existence, anything goes. Any lie becomes salient. And I'm putting my foot down. This is a hill I will die on. I will die 1,000 times on this to hold the line on reality. No women can become men. No women can become men. Men cannot become women. And there it is. And one other thing I just want to say, I'm a working class person. I've been an activist in all kinds of, feminist action, but a lot of labor action. I work with 1,000 men. And the men don't buy this. So I wonder what it is in women's psychology that has all these young women just spun out and confused, and how they've been groomed into this. It amazes me. But when I go to work, when I stand with my brothers at work, I feel very strong because not a one of them buys this. So have heart, ladies. Hold the line for reality. Hold the line for the sisters.
She's speaking about something I'm experiencing here in our little town. I can't go out into town, the public of town, without somebody giving me a high five, saying hi across the aisles. Thank you so much. There is a whole group, maybe many more than just a small, maybe a majority of groups that are very much feeling how cognitively dissonant the situation is. Also, a piece that we don't talk about much is the legal part of this. And I just want to say a little bit of what I know is that there are hundreds of legal suits going on in the United States. There's a big legal action, actually it's political action in the state of Virginia. The new governor is not going to allow this gender special identity stuff to be taught or advocated in the schools of Virginia. And I myself am involved with in a number of places trying to go forward with the legal process. It is not easy, but it's probably essential because of the nature of the politics and those who set an agenda farther, higher up in those skyscrapers than you and I can even see. Okay, so that's what I want to let you know. Have heart.
Yeah, it is important for us to all stick together in this. I think there are times when I hear people say, I'm not a feminist, and that's okay. You don't have to be a feminist to do this work. Some people don't even like the term gender critical. That's okay. You don't have to be gender critical to do this work. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be on the right. You don't have to be on the left. All you have to do this work is to stand in the truth. We do this because kids deserve safeguarding. We do this because women and girls deserve provisions and protections based on our sex. So we do this for safeguarding, and we do this to protect the kids who are being really disillusioned right now. We know that this industry and the opposition is a sex-denying industry. We know that it works by dissociation and cognitive dissonance. It teaches kids to dissociate from their bodies. It tells non-conforming kids that instead of learning how to question culture and question the society around them, it tells them that they must question their bodies and they must change and cut their bodies in order to be in authenticity with themselves. And we know that kids are being harmed, and we know that these damages that they're facing are irreversible. So this is why we continue to come out and speak out and meet with each other in spaces on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and whenever we can, wherever we can, in person. Hey, Jennifer Thomas, I'm so glad you're watching. I love you. I want to honor all of the women who do this work. I do want to honor Jennifer Thomas. I want to honor Gabrielle Clark. I want to honor Alex, who is at Pinwheel Art. I want to honor FEMAX News. I want to honor Kelly J. Keene, aka Posey Parker. I want to honor Kelly Kay, who just did her own first event in Florida yesterday. I want to honor Kay Yang, the deprogrammer who organized in Washington, D.C. I want to honor Beth Stelzer of Save Women's Sports, who's organized around this. I want to honor Gay Chapman, and I want to honor Julie Black, who have organized in LA. I want to honor Kara Dansky, who has stood by my side at many of these different events. I want to honor all of the women who are standing up and speaking out on this issue. It's really important to do this work all together. We need one another in order to do this work. I want to sing my mother's Savage Daughter. So I don't know if you guys heard me sing it before, but I'll start it and you can hear. I don't know all of the little chorus words, but I mean all of the verse words, but we'll just sing the refrain. Okay, and it goes, stamp. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. Yay! Thank you so much. All right, thank you all so much for being here today. I think we've said everything that we want to say today, and I appreciate you all being here so much. Thank you, Mark, for being in the studio for me. I appreciate that so much. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Keep up the fight. Resist.